There's two habits that when combined give you a natural high, way better than any drug, any high, even sometimes better than sex. I'm talking about exercising and socializing. As we all know, these two things are great. Everyone loves talking to their friends, their family. Even the introverts, they love having a good fucking chat. Exercise is the same, even if you are a fucking lazy bastard. Deep in your heart, you know that exercise makes you feel amazing. Though we forget this, and this is why some people convince themselves they don't like exercising. But see, when you combine these two things, it gives you the state of ecstasy almost like no other. See, we don't have enough of these natural highs in our lives. This is why today's society is plagued with people going out drinking, smoking weed, even just smoking cigarettes and doing fucking hard drugs like I used to. If you need help moving away from that old life of partying, of drug addiction, of alcohol abuse, check the link in the description. These two habits is what you need to start replacing your nights out with. See, too many of us feel trapped in our lives. And so we feel the need to escape, to run away, to stress relief ourselves after a long week of work, of school. And everyone chooses to fucking destroy themselves, to poison themselves. Think about it. Back in the day, what would we have done together? We would eat together. We would chill, just talk to each other, and we'd go hunting together. Go gathering together. That hunting, that gathering, what is that? That's exercise, hard fucking exercise. Nowadays, what do people do? They go on a fucking bender. They do coke together, they drink together, they smoke joints together. This is a sad fucking sorry lifestyle and I'm sick of it plaguing our fucking youth. The reason you feel that pull, that need to go out, is because it's hijacking that part of your brain that wants to get together with your friends. That wants to get together with lots of people, meet new people. But see, the problem is the drugs, the drink. It's like the woman in the red dress from The Matrix. If you never watched it, the woman in the red dress, she walks by Neo, the main character, and he becomes fixated on her. She's, whoa, she's beautiful, she stands out from the rest. And then when he turns around again, boom, this guy's standing behind him with a gun. That's what this is like. It's a trick. It's bullshit. If you're Christian, any of that, this is what the devil sends into this world to try and destroy us, to try and trick us. Well, one of the things. But you see, we need to go back to our natural order, our natural way, and do things together that we're supposed to, like fucking exercising. It's got so many fucking benefits. Not only to your physical health, but to your mental health. Of course, we all know the physical benefits. You'll get in shape, you'll get fitter. If you're doing weights and that, you'll get stronger, bigger. But the mental is where it's at, because when you're doing exercise with someone else or multiple people, all your problems disappear. Your life just seems perfect. You see, when I dream a lot, I have these great, wonderful dreams. And I'm sure many of you relate. Even if the dream is boring, bland, the problems that you face in day-to-day reality, they don't exist in that dream state. You're just living in the moment when you're in that dream state. Sure, bad things happen, but when no bad things happen, you feel okay. Unlike in the real world, where our mind is constantly thinking of all these problems, these things we need to fix. Maybe this is part of life, maybe today's modern society has just fucked our brains up. But one thing I do know is when you're with someone else working out, all that is gone. There's nothing that gets you down. Even if someone comes and talks fucking shit to you, if you and your boys have just done a workout, there's no way that's even going to affect you at all. You'd feel so good, you just want to give that fucking person a hug. Honestly, it's one of the greatest gifts known to man. Combining these two. See, I used to be a drug addict, doing all sorts of drugs. Coke, Xanax, weed, MDMA. I would have done almost any drug. I didn't do heroin and that, but done lots and lots of fucking different drugs. Even butane at one point, fucking butane, lighter fucking gas, which is considered a drug because it gets you high, but all these experiences, all these highs were nothing compared to some of the highs I've got when working out with my friends. I remember the first time this really became clear to me. Of course it was happening before, but the time it became really fucking clear, we were all in this car park, right? And we decided, let's just spar, let's just work out, let's just race and do push-ups, burpees. And I was doing, I don't know, maybe 100 burpees, 200 burpees. And once I had finished, I had this, honestly, the most insane ecstasy ever. I felt so good, and I hadn't felt that way in so fucking long. Way better than any fucking high. And from that moment forward, I seen the greatness that was combining these two. Why do you think team sports are so popular? Why do you think so many people love working out with a partner, a gym partner? They say, oh, they'll push me and all that, but it's because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel amazing like nothing else. I recommend joining some sort of club. I do MMA personally. See those days, those Saturdays when we spar, and the whole club just gets together, the beginners, the intermediates, the advanced, and we all spar. It's like nothing else. All our vibrations are just raised so fucking high. It's unbelievable. Nobody walks out of there in a bad mood. Plenty, including myself, sometimes walk in there with a bad mood, but nobody walks out of there with a bad mood. It's impossible. If you've never tried this, I feel so fucking sorry for you. You've probably got this horrible idea that working out is boring. In fact, that's a key point, a caveat about this whole thing. Your mindset matters a lot, because some people will tell themselves that they don't enjoy working out, and therefore they lock themselves away from this gift. They'll tell themselves it's boring, it's too hard. But you see, the world is not as it is. The world is as you are, as you've conditioned yourself to see it. Which means the reason you don't like working out is because you're telling yourself over and over again, I don't like it, it's boring, why would people do that, it's for vain people. But you're just hating on what you gave up on. It's as simple as that. You need to drop the fucking ego and start appreciating this gift for what it is. Because it truly is a gift, and when combined with socializing, it's like nothing else on the planet. So you need to start changing the way you look at it. Start changing the way you think about it. When you work out, say, I love it. I love the pain. It makes me feel great. It makes me feel amazing. When you go to the gym, even though you didn't really want to, say to yourself, that's a fucking win. Look what I done today. I'm so proud of myself. You need to start changing how you think. This is called conscious auto-suggestion. See, what you're doing is you're telling your subconscious who you are, the kind of thoughts that you have, the kind of feelings that you have. I know it doesn't work instantly, but over time you start creating a character, an internal character that you want, that enjoys exercise. If you don't enjoy exercise, it's out of choice. See, because I know I used to hate exercising. When I was a fucking grumpy teenager, my dad used to drag me to the gym. And I used to be like, oh, how long's left, Dad? Can we go yet? Can we go yet? And then, snap, my brain changed from going over and over again, even though I didn't really want to. My brain changed. I fell in love, and I've now been going for about 6 years and I haven't looked back. This is available to everyone. We're all animals at the end of the day. We're all supposed to be exercising, working out, moving our body. We're not supposed to poison ourselves with alcohol, with cigarettes, with cocaine, all these drugs, all these substances that take us away from life, that remove us from the path that we truly want to walk. My whole channel is centered about this because I'm so fucking tired of this horrible epidemic. This belief that we need to go party on the weekends, which they leads to daily fucking use, as it did me. Sure, not everyone will experience that. Some people get lucky, but far too many of us do. And even if you are just partying on the weekend, you're ruining your potential. You're stealing from your future, not just your future happiness, but your future success, your future fulfillment, your future purpose. This is why I'm creating a course dedicated to helping people drop this bad habit and start focusing on things they truly want. I'm doing a pre-sale. So if you join now, you get half the price. When I fully release the course, I'm going to double the price. It's only $49. Not only do I help you get off drink, get off drugs, no matter how long you've been doing it for, no matter how often you do it, but I also help you change your life so you never want to go back. Look, I know how it feels when you're thinking about dropping drink, dropping the drugs, dropping that lifestyle. You'll think, well, I'm really going to do nothing. I'm going to do nothing on the weekends. I'm not going to see my friends. I'm just going to sit and be bored, because your mind, it's addicted. It doesn't want you to quit. But your whole life doesn't revolve around partying. What do you mean that you're going to do nothing? There's so many other fucking things that you can be doing. And what this video is about, exercising and socializing, this is the start. This is what you need to start replacing them days out with. Ask your friends, hey, do you want to go hiking this weekend? Do you want to go swimming this weekend? Do you want to spar this weekend? This is the fucking things you need. You need to start changing your habits and changing your life. You're better than that ball. You are better than that fucking bag. It's time to wise up.